What's up, you guys? It's Levi here. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Alright, so today I had a subject come in my mind, and I'm going to be talking about the story of how that came into my mind, and that subject is stop giving out your social security number. So today I'll be talking about the story behind that, how that came up into my mind, and this video is super important because your social security number is the biggest piece of information about yourself that a hacker can have, or what we like to call a pirate on this channel. So you guys are going to learn from this situation so that you don't give out your social security number when you don't need to give it out, and help protect yourselves from those terrible pirates out in the world. And you'll also get to listen to a good story while you're at it. So I hope you guys enjoy this content. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions or comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. And then finally, make sure that if you haven't already, you're following us on Instagram. I'll put the Instagram handle down below in the description so you guys can hit that follow button while you're smashing that like button for the YouTube algorithm, right? Alright, so the story starts out where I'm at the gym, I'm pumping iron, and my shirt just gets ripped off. And I'm feeling good, right? But then later I go home that night, and the next morning all of a sudden my right shoulder is just killing me. So this cycle goes on for 2 months. My right shoulder has been killing me. Anytime I do a movement like this or out like that, or just even bench pressing, it hurts really bad. But I've been putting it off for 2 months. Finally, the other day, I'm at the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning, and one of my coworkers happens to be at the gym on vacation. So props to them for being at the gym on vacation at 5 o'clock in the morning. And they're saying they're going to the chiropractor. And I'm like, hey, that's a great idea. I should probably do that. So I asked him who their chiropractor was. I give him a ring after the gym and ask what time I can get in. Hour later. All right, sweet. So that's pretty fantastic timing, right? So I'm walking in all excited because I'm going to fix my shoulder today. And all of a sudden, boom, you get that plop of paperwork where you have all of those pages that you have to fill out information about yourself on, and you know, you're signing your life away saying that if anything happens to you, they are not going to be responsible, and that you're going to pay your bill. So I'm filling out all that information, and all of a sudden I get to that dreaded line, the social security number line. So what do I do in that situation, and what do you guys need to do in that situation? Well, there's 3 different things that I recommend you guys do in that situation. And by the way, once I saw that social security number line, I thought of doing this video immediately. Alright, so the number 1 thing that you guys should be doing in this situation: do not give your social security number out in the first place. If you see that dreaded line, do not give it out. Just move on, fill out the rest of the information, hand it in, and I can tell you about 99.9% of the time, the secretary will not even care that you did not put that social security number in there. But if, number 2, the secretary says,
"We need that social security number."
All right, well, number 2 is... Number 2, not number 1, 2. I guess I can't do math, right? You need to ask,
Why? Why do I need to give you my social security number?
Okay, so maybe you don't ask it like that, but you need to ask them why you need to give them your social security number. And a lot of times there's going to be 2 standard responses that you're going to get. The first response you're going to get is,
"Because we've always done that, Levi."
And I'm sorry, but that's a crappy response. Because we've always done it have led to this culture where all of these organizations have getting hit with data breaches because they do not take their security seriously. Because they have that mindset, we've always done it this way, we are not going to get hit because we've never been hacked. We've always done it this way. Well, I hate to break it to you, but if you have a connection to the internet and you have that mindset, you are, in a matter of time, going to be hit with a data breach. And the reason why we do not want to give out the social security number information is because we do not want to be in that data breach. We do not want the hackers, or what we like to call the pirates, on this channel to have that social security number if that organization is involved in a data breach, which their chances are very high if they have that attitude. So make sure you're asking them why. So the next response, if it's not, we've always done that, it will be,
because your insurance needs it.
and Levi here on the Cybersecurity Education channel say that's a load of crap, because 99.9% of the time, after the hundreds of clinic visits that I've been to, I have probably had to actually have my social security number once to run my insurance. So that brings up the third point. So I would make sure to tell them that, hey, normally I don't have to give out my social security number to run it against insurance, and see if they're willing to take that. Most of the time they are willing to do that. But if they do not take that, we get to step number 3 of Levi's ways to avoid giving out your social security number. If they refuse, if they say you have to give out your social security number, do number 3, ask them, what else can I give so I don't have to give out my social security number to you guys? And sometimes you can give them other information so that they can run your information through insurance without giving them that social security number. So make sure that you're trying to take all these actions that you can, because you do not want to give out that social security number because of the large number of breaches that we are seeing all the time. And if your social security number is not with a medical organization and they get breached, guess what? You can sleep with a peace of mind knowing that your most precious asset of information about yourselves is not with that organization. So that's why it's critical that you follow these steps. Also, we're talking about this in the terms of the medical industry. The reason I brought this specifically up is because you tend to see this a lot in the medical industry, and because I had went to the chiropractor and seen this. But, you know, this can apply to other industries as well. Sometimes schools want your social security number. You know, a lot of times you'll find this when you sign up for your cell phone bill. You'll find it when you're applying for a school. You'll find it in the financial industry. I suggest trying all of these steps no matter where you're at. I know in the financial industry, a lot of times it is required to run your social security number to be able to get your credit. But I've also seen ways online on how to avoid that. I have never personally tried avoiding giving out my social security number for applying for loans and things like that. It would be super interesting to see if you can. I should probably be trying that. I should probably be trying all these steps and seeing if I can get away with not giving out my social security number. If you guys have tried this before, I would love to know. Or if you guys try this in the future and you're able to get away with not giving out your social security number to apply for a loan or any other type of financial thing, I would love to hear down below in the comments about your experience, and I'm sure everybody else would on this channel. So don't assume that this only applies to the medical industry. This can apply to anything. The medical industry is just one of the most common places that you tend to see having a social security number where you do not need to have your social security number. So I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. Make sure if you like this video that you're smashing that like button, hitting the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so this information can get out there to as many people as possible, because by you guys taking those actions, it helps promote me up on YouTube so more people can see this content. And especially with this video, I really want to help more people not give out their social security numbers when they don't have to, because it's such a common practice to give out your social security numbers for medical clinics and things that you don't have to give them out. Us as people need to guard our data when we can. And if we can guard our data, and even if organizations are getting involved in breaches, the less sensitive data that we have out there, the more protected we are from the hackers. And ultimately, I want you guys to win, and I want the hackers to lose and go have to get a real job. So I thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day.